I'm Clive Barwell. I'm an accredited member of the Society of Later Life Advisors. I've been in financial planning since the early 1970s, and I now consider myself to be one of the leading financial planners in the UK later life market today. Making a will is so very important for two reasons. First of all, because if you don't make a will, the law lays down who will inherit your money, and that may not be what you want to do. Also, making a will enables you to protect your family's future inheritance from a whole lot of issues that you may not have previously considered, such as one of your children getting divorced in the future, one of your children going bankrupt. Do you want the money that they've inherited to be lost in that situation? Often people make a will when they're younger, particularly when children are born, and the tendency is to appoint somebody from your generation to be the executors and guardians of the children. Later in life, it is wholly inappropriate to have executors from your generation because they may not be around to look after your affairs after you die. So one reason for reviewing a will is to think about appointing executors from a younger generation. There are two forms of lasting power of attorney. There's a property and affairs power of attorney and a health and welfare power of attorney. With property and financial affairs, if you haven't appointed an attorney, then the court will appoint what is called a deputy, and that could be somebody not from your family who doesn't know anything about you, your family, or your financial affairs. With a health and welfare power of attorney, the attorney that is appointed can make those very important decisions, particularly towards the end of your life, which the NHS or social services may not talk to other members of your family without this document. I have been advising on wills and trusts since the early 1970s. I'm a registered trust and estate practitioner, and I provide a service in your home rather than requiring you to come into an office. So I think it's a unique service that I provide. In the comfort of your own home, at your convenience and at my expense, I will come along and understand exactly what your financial situation is, what your family situation is, understand what your hopes and concerns are for the future, and then help you to put together the right will and trust, if that's appropriate, to meet your financial goals. I recently met a family who had a son with mental health issues, and they had been along to their local solicitor some years ago and explained about their son and the fact that they also had a daughter, but because the son was financially dependent upon them, he needed to have the majority of the money. And they had a will that left 90% of the money to the son absolutely and only 10% to the daughter. This was a complete nonsense because the son couldn't manage the money himself, and why should his sister only have 10% of the estate? These clients now have wills combined with trusts that ensure that the son can be looked after and that his sister and her family will receive all of the money once the boy has died. If you or a member of your family need some advice on wills, trusts or lasting powers of attorney, please get in touch with me either by telephone or by email or by completing the form on my website.